Well, last week, the province announced a sweeping piece of legislation that would affect several government agencies and services. It's called the Red Tape Reduction Statutes Amendment Act, or Bill 38. And if passed, the bill would mean that investigations into deaths of young people who were in care between the ages of 18 and 20 would only be conducted on a discretionary basis. Over the age of 20, the requirement and the ability of the Office of the Child and Youth Advocate to look into those deaths would be removed entirely. How did you feel when you heard about these changes?
40% of the youth in care who have passed away actually have been 18 or older. And so obscuring that number only obscures the true, true outcome of these social programs.
It's an attempt to erase all the voices of those that are not being heard. And personally, I find it dehumanizing.
So I feel like it is the easiest possible way for them to reduce those numbers and take that statistic away. And as it's already hard to trust the government when they're supposed to be our parents. These are our legal guardians. What kind of a legal guardian would continue to take away from their children?
And, when you take a look at the statistics, most of those that are on the streets actually have been in foster care themselves.
We just don't have, the basic parent support that everybody else does.
A lot of my colleagues in my post-secondary courses, a lot of them live with their parents, but they're all over 18. They live with their parents. They have the support to be able to navigate post-secondary with not having to stress about rent and food and if they're going to get evicted from their house because of the inflation rates that are happening. Why was there no youth voice in these conversations for this bill being passed? Because we're the ones that know. We're the ones that have been through this. If you look into any of these people's backgrounds that are making these decisions for us, I guarantee you little to none of them have even been inside of a group home or a foster home. Imagine growing up in a group home. You wake up in the morning, and from the second you step out of your bed, there's multiple workers downstairs in their office writing down what you're doing. Every single thing you do. Shay went to the bathroom at 9 o'clock in the morning. Shay didn't make it to school on time. She left for school after she got ready and had breakfast at 9:57 in the morning as a 14, 15, 16-year-old teenager. And then when you turn 18, to get expected to be a so-called productive member of society when you weren't given any of the tools to do so.
Nick, what do you want to tell some of the lawmakers, some of the people who put together this piece of legislation?
There needs to be more implemented, and these conversations need to be met with all youth and young adults who are affected by these decisions who are still here today. We need to involve these conversations with the youth themselves. Just listen to these countless stories of what hasn't been done, what hasn't been addressed, and to really take that step forward into changing for the youth after.